What's up, guys? Welcome to Run It Back with Blair Bomber. I'm Uma Thurman, and guys, I gotta be honest, I don't really want to be here today. Okay? I do, but I don't. Does that make sense? Like, I love doing the podcast. I want to do it. What the fuck's in my teeth? Something in my teeth? What do you think? Something in my teeth? That was a gross sound. I want to be here, but I don't want to be here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a new Call of Duty update, and it's a Halloween version, and it's like you go to Verdansk, and you can play Battle Royale, and there's zombies, and there's things there's a scavenger hunt, and I just want to do all those things. I'm a fucking child, dude. And I think that's okay. Like, I don't think we should always be looking at... Because you're supposed to grow up in certain ways, right? You're supposed to do your taxes, supposed to get a job, supposed to do all those things. But if you allow me to revert back to being 12, I will be 12. Okay? If I have all this downtime and I have the ability to play Call of Duty all day, I will play Call of Duty all goddamn day. And I will feel nothing but excitement. Because back in the day, I'd go do stand-up because that's what I wanted to do. So all my free time's going to that. Can't do stand-up right now, so I'm playing a lot of COD. Okay? And I love it. Makes me excited. Another thing that I do, if you let me, is if you let me touch your butt, I will keep touching your butt. All right, so don't even act like if we're hanging out and you let me rub your butt once, I'm gonna do it every time we're hanging out in private. I won't do it in public, but if you let me do it in public once, I'm gonna do it every single time. I'm gonna do it until you say, "Hey, Blair, you can't do that now. My parents are here." Okay, my parents are my brother's here, and he doesn't know that I like guys. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. All right, so just if you're gonna hang out with me, you got to be okay with that, okay? You give me an inch, I take your asshole. That's just the way I am. It's who I am as a person. I'm a kid, all right? I'm a young soul. If you let me touch your boobs, I'm going to touch boobs too, guys. I'm going to touch boobs too. And if you're someone who's like, I don't really like when we're... It's like, do you know how many women out there right now wish someone would touch their butt and boobs? Boobs and butts? Boobs and butts, guys. Do you know how many women want to touch... a lot of women want to touch boobs and butts. But a lot of women just want their boobs and butts touched. And you got hot girl privilege if you're able to say, no, I don't really like it. I don't really want you to do that right now. I want you to do it when I want you to do it. It's like, I get it. I'm not going to objectify you. They are your parts. They're not my parts. But I think that's a pretty high compliment. Like, if I'm trying to just grab your, like, a big handful of your ass, I mean, I think that's a nice thing. Now, I'm not going to do it in front of your boss unless he's like, hey, I want to watch you guys fuck. And then it's like, all right, well, fucking get over here, Kenny. Kenny? Who has a boss named Kenny? It'd be Ken or Kenneth. Blair, what are you talking about? Don't know, dude. I just like touching boobs and butts. And then my own dick. Potentially, see, here's why I don't touch other people's dicks. Because I don't know if they're going to like what I like. Because my dicks, but at the same time, I also think that most dicks are pretty straightforward. You know what I mean? Like, most dicks work a certain way. Okay? It's a lock and key situation. But you don't need a key. You just got to open it. And then it's like, oh, that worked. See, dicks are kind of like saloon doors. You just push them and then you go inside. Vaginas, on the other hand, pussies. Is that better? Is it better to say pussies? No, vagina's clearly better. It's the proper term. Okay, so cunts are kind of like... Blair, you lost us. You lost at least 6 listeners right there because you just started calling them cunts. But fucking whatever, dude. You guys know the deal. You know why you're here. You're here because I say stuff that you don't hear all the time, and you get it from me, and it's cathartic. Okay? So you probably haven't heard anybody say the word cunt in a while, unless you listen to this podcast and you hear it every single time. But we'll move past that. I don't want to have to rehash me saying... You know what I mean? Okay. Pussies are like this. If dicks are like saloon doors, that, the old school ones, Actually, you know what? I take it back. Dicks are kind of like just beads, like beads that hang over your door, and you just like walk through them, and you're like, well, that was pretty simple. Pussies, are kind of like, when you go by somebody's like really nice house in the hills, and there's a gate, like a big, tall, like 15-foot gate, and you can't even see through it, right? And then you gotta have like a 12-digit code to get through that, and then you open it, and then a pack of dogs kills you. That's what pussies are like. Does that metaphor make any sense? No, it does not. Let's try it again. Pussies are kind of like, if we're using the door analogy, I gotta use it better. They're like, they're kind of like, in Star Wars, where there's like they lock, the airlock goes, and then the door, like the big blaster doors close, and then they have the other reinforcement blaster doors, and then to make it so they don't open again, Han Solo shoots the keypad, and that's supposed to make it so you can't open them anymore. Pussies are like the double doors after Han Solo shot him. It's just really hard to fucking figure out. It's like, how are we gonna get in here? We gotta get a guy from IT to come in here. We gotta get a guy with a soldering wrench. We gotta get a guy with a blowtorch, like a space blowtorch. It's like the scene when Qui-Gon Jinn's trying to open up the blaster doors, but he's just sticking his green lightsaber in there. Like, that didn't make any sense, by the way. You remember that? When he was just going, I'm gonna get inside, and just like melting around. Like, you're gonna lose your hand, dude. Like, the Force doesn't protect your hands from melting metal. I think I got a little bit lost in this metaphor. Pussies are harder to figure out than dicks are. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's why I don't touch a lot of dicks. Because I think I'd be great at it. And there are a lot of things, which is weird, because if you're good at something, like if you think you'd be good at something, like no doubt, you should probably just do it. Like if you think you're gonna be really good at chess because you're good with numbers and math and memorization, maybe start playing chess, because that'd be like a cool thing to be good at, right? You can flex to all your friends. Look how good I am at chess, guys. I never even played this before. I've been playing for like 2 days, but I understand numbers and strategy, and I'm a savant. Here I am. Also, I don't ever see pussy, so that's a cool thing that you would go and do because you could think you could be good at it. But for me, I'm like, I think I'd probably be good at jerking dicks off, but I'm gonna not do that because the stigma of being good at jerking off dicks makes you a whore. I don't care about the gay part. You can just call me like, I'm a little gay. You don't have to say that's not the stigma. I don't care if you call me gay. I just don't want to be slutty about it. Okay, I don't want to be a slutty gay guy. Are there stingy gay guys? That's a generalization right there, but that's a stereotype. I bet that's like a tough thing to want to be a not slutty hot gay man who's always horny. Because we're just horny. And if you can just get dick whenever you want, that takes a lot of willpower, dude. That's like, that's like if you're a fat kid and you love double stuffed Oreos, but you live in a house made of double stuffed Oreos. That would be tough. Just not going to the store and picking up Oreos, that's pretty easy to do if you love them. Like, I love them. I don't go to the store and get them every time. I just stay at home. I don't buy those, and then I blow a couple guys, and then I go back and get the Oreos. Guys, I'm struggling with metaphors today. Whatever, dude. We're talking about butts. We're talking about dicks. We're talking about, this is what the podcast could be called, Boobs, Butts, and Dicks. And cunts. It's funny. Come on, dude. Big red button syndrome. That's what I suffer from. It's like, hey, don't say what? Oh, you hate when I say what? Well, what if? What if I said that thing because fuck you? Oh, that thing you don't like? Ooh, I'm going to get a lot of joy out of doing that thing you don't like. Because it's trivial and it's easy. Now, if the thing you don't like is, you getting like your big toe stepped on with the heel of a Doc Marten boot, and I was like, well, I'm going to do that. Like, that would be, I'm a psychopath. But if you're like, I don't like the word moist, I'm going to say the word moist. I'm going to say it often, and I'm going to do it. And if I don't like you that much, I'm going to do it so you leave. Okay, so if you're a person that hates those words and I say them all the time, it's because I want you to leave. Yeah, that makes sense. We're rocking, we're rolling. Can you tell I want to leave? I'm talking too fast. I'm going in and out of talking about dicks and pussies, and I'm just ready to play Call of Duty, guys. You can't blame. I just want to live the life where I'm just trying to kill time by doing things I enjoy. Like, I had the thing that I love to do, which is like stand up, writing, creating, right? That's what I love to do. Do that as my job. But that you can't do that all the time. There are some things you can't do every day, all day. And then in those, just fill in those spaces, I just want to play Call of Duty and then beat off with guys. Like, whatever. I mean, come on, guys. Get on board. Who's texting me? Oh, God. See, like, there's a problem with plans. Is making plans is a little bit like, okay, can we just go somewhere and drink? I'm easy. I just want to go drink somewhere. I don't want to do other stuff. Can we sit and we drink with my friends? Games, like the occasional good game, beer dice, I like it. A little act, something to get the juices going. A little bit of, play some cornhole. That's cool too. Beer pong, I love that. But sometimes I want to just sit and do nothing. Now I'm going to respond to this text about plans because I'm a courteous guy. I don't like to leave people hanging out to dry. I think the important thing to say about with plans is to always just say no concrete plans. I don't like making plans because I know how much I love to cancel them. So if I make a plan, once I set a plan, immediately in my mind I go, I bet I could get out of this. Even if it's not what I wanted, even if it's like a sex date, I could have like sex plans with somebody. Like, hey, you want to come over and have sex? I'd be like, yeah, of course I do. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. But then right before I'm supposed to go, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like this. Right before I go, I think I could just jerk off. And then I could eat some food and have a beer and I could sit by myself. I could just do that. And it wouldn't be a waste of my time. It wouldn't be bad. It'd be a nice afternoon. Like that's a good alternative. I mean, sex is clearly going to be better than jerking, unless they're bad at sex. But if they're good at sex, like, come on, guys. If they're good at sex, you're going to want to have sex. Pretty sexual podcast today. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'll probably call it, hey, who's into anal? Who's into anal? Okay, but here's the thing about casual sex. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into it. It's like we've already been 15 minutes of being a fucking perv. And you know what, dude? I told you guys, like, this is just who I am. Like, I don't think it's important. You should shame people for the things that they like and the things that they're about. Unless they're hurting somebody. Like, who am I hurting? Like, if I'm just a little bit perverted about things that I like, it's like, yeah, I'm a little bit of a sexual deviant. Don't hold that against me. I mean, don't fuck me. That's it. Don't fuck me. Don't be around me. And then it'll never affect you in any way. But now if you're making the decision to have sex with me, which would be, first of all, thank you. But if you're making that decision and you want to do that, then there are some things, there's like a social contract we have to sign, metaphorically. It's like, I'm gonna push some boundaries and I might shove your feet in my mouth. Okay, I don't even like feet, but I just like to fucking push the envelope a little bit. Don't even like feet. I've sucked on 0 toes in my life, but it was just kind of an example because most women hear the feet thing and they're like, ooh, gross. And I'm like, that's the right answer. If you were saying fucking suck on my heels, I'd be like, shit. You got me. Check raise. You went all in. I fold. That's what happened. It is what it is. Hey, it is what it is, huh? It is what it is, I can always tell when I'm pressing, but it's fine. Okay, last episode I was talking about how people listen to the podcast because they think they're going to be on the podcast, or they hear someone say that they were talked about on the podcast. And this girl who I was on, it wasn't on my podcast. I was on my friend Layla Halbert's podcast. Please shouldn't bother. Check it out. It's a good spot. I did her podcast and we were talking shit, and there's this one girl who fucking dirt dogged me. And I said her name because who gives a shit? And then she heard it and she hits me up and she's like, thanks for the fucking shout out. And the last time we talked, It was me saying what's up. So she ignored the hey, how are you, and then heard a podcast, and now she wants to talk to me? Fuck you, Kylie. Ugh. And your shitty name. I'm sure she's a nice girl. I'm just being mean. I'm just being a fucking asshole to be an asshole. That's what I do. Almost for free. Almost for free. You know, but I mean, like, look, people are so narcissistic, and they want the attention. Even if it's negative, they want it. Oh, was he talking shit about me? Fucking just tell me if he was talking shit about me, because then I'm gonna fucking talk shit to him. I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna say, Blair, you don't even need to say this. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Fuck. It's like when someone reaches out to somebody, someone becomes, you're being a little vulnerable. You're saying, hey, like, I don't know you that well, but how are you? Do you want to like hang out? Do you want to do something? Do you want to at least have a conversation with me right now? So then maybe we can potentially have like a safe lunch or a coffee or whatever the fuck is going to let you be happier. Like, it's like, what do you want? You're single. I'm single. If you don't think I'm physically not, if you're not attracted to me, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Right? I get that. Like if a fat chick hits me up and is like, hey, do you want to go get coffee? I would probably say, yeah, because fucking fat chicks are hot. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I would never fuck a fat girl. No, again, I'm kidding. These are all jokes. These are all jokes. If you're fucking, hey, if you're fat, you're fat. But let's not sugarcoat stuff. She's just like big. She's just like a bit. You mean she's fat? Or are you trying to hurt her feelings? You're trying not to hurt her feelings, but hey, she's not here. So you just don't want to feel guilty because you don't want somebody to call you fat. But if you're fat and you call somebody else fat, now you're just a hypocrite. Now, if I call somebody a fucking fatty fat fuck, like all my friends, like Big Jake and Fat Tom, those fatty McFat fucks, Terry from 2019, fatties, that's how you get stuff done. You got to call them fat. They feel bad about themselves. And then they make changes because they don't want to feel bad about themselves. Fat shaming works. I mean, it's that if they kill themselves. But let's just hope they don't kill themselves. It's kind of the line you got to toe. It's a little bit dicey in there when you're sitting there and you're like, well, I'm going to be mean to this person and it'll change their life. It's like, yeah, but they could kill themselves. So maybe don't be too mean. You know what I mean, guys? I'm a fucking moron, dude. I was hanging out with some people, and one of the girls I was hanging out with, she's like, you're so much different, like in like us hanging out here. It's like, yeah, because there's no camera on me. I'm just being me. Believe it or not, this version of me that you hear and or see on the podcast is really not who I am. Okay, this is just what I think is funny. I'm performing. Okay, and I'm alone, so I have to turn it up. If I just talk in my regular tone, my regular cadence, like I'm by myself, I'm a fucking crazy person. I mean, I'm already a crazy person, but like, you know what I mean? Because you know the thoughts that go through your head, you know, you're kind of either shouting at yourself or you're just talking in a low, in a regular tone voice. Here, it is, you know, it's a bit of, hey guys, come check out this thing that I'm doing, and I like performing. So hey, here we go. Strap in. Gonna turn it up to 11. But I'm not like this all the time. You gotta turn it off sometimes. So I'm going on a date. I'm hanging out with a nice lady, a nice older lady, you know, 60, 75, something like that. 60, 75, something like that. You know, something older. I'm not gonna just turn it to 12. I'm just gonna chill right at that medium. I'm gonna be like, hey, so what do you like? What do you want to do? I don't care. I don't care what we do. Okay, as long as it's not something like, I'm not gonna go rock climbing. I'll say that. You're not gonna get me to go rock climbing. I have enough physical exertion throughout my day that I don't need to do that. Do you understand? Now, if we're trying to decide where we're going to dinner, for lunch, breakfast, I mean, I'm cooking breakfast, let's be real. Because we just had sex. No, we didn't. But if we did, I'm cooking breakfast if we're at my place and no one else is home. Other than that, I'll ask you to leave. You'll call your own Uber. I'm a nice guy. You're so different. Yeah, dude, because there's no record of this. I'm just hanging out. Like we can get there. Like if someone is like hanging out and they're like, let's fucking go for it. That's a good way to get me fucking turned up. Is if you're like, let's turn up, like let's do shots, fucking let's go. We can do that all day. All day. We can do that all day. All day, motherfucker. We can just do that. I'm in. But for the most part, you know, I try to save this version of myself for the pod because it is, you know, like if you went to a concert and the guy's like phoning it in, like, hell yeah, you want to talk about drinking beer and hanging at home. That's bluegrass. You don't even want to hear bluegrass unless you want to hear bluegrass. If you're going to a rock concert and the guy brings no energy, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Well, because he brought all the energy throughout his day and now he's got nothing less for the concert. That would suck. Like, yeah, I paid money for this. I mean, none of you paid money for this. This is free. This is free content. It's free content. What do you say about that? Anyway, shifting gears. How your fantasy team doing? Mine's not doing very well. Actually, that's not true. I got 2 leagues. One league I've been in for like 15 years. I've won once. Not a great percentage. But I've won that league. Those are my brother's, his buddies and my buddies. Well, they're his friends, but we're all friends now because it's been long enough. And I'm like 5-0 in that league. And I'm fucking mopping up these fuckers, dude. I'm putting them down. Other league where I talk the most shit with my boys, with Josh, Jake, Tom, Fat Tom, stupid cunt Fat Tom, stupid fat fuck Tom. You know, Terry Boy, all those guys, right? Scotty 4K. God, that's a good story. We'll tell a Scotty 4K story when you get him on the pod down the road. He'll never be on the pod. I'm 1-4. It is getting bad. And I have like the 4th most points scored, but I've lost. Every time somebody plays me, they bring their fucking A game. Everyone goes off and I'm getting my shit pushed in and it's ruining my day. God damn it, Matt Stafford. Play better. Two quarterback league. I mean, Matt Stafford, Teddy Bridge. Can you guys fucking pull your heads out of your asses? This is important to me. I mean, kind of. It is, but it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I care, but I don't care. We paid money, but I would rather... It's almost... If I'm losing poorly, like that's... I'd rather almost lose and talk extra shit than be middle of the road and then not say anything at all. Because if I'm up big in the league, I'm going to talk an obscene amount. An obscene amount of shit. I have to. There's a social contract that you sign when you hang out with me. When you participate with me in anything, whether it's fantasy football, whether it's fucking we're going to the beach, whether it's a circle jerk with me and the boys, whatever you do, you have to know that I'm going to be a certain way. And you guys are aware of this, and that's why either you are with me or you're fucking against me. You hear me? Are you fucking against me? I'll take on any as yous. Any as yous. Love accents, dude. I mean, I can't do it. I love like people that have genuine, like if you have an Italian accent, you're from Jersey or where the fuck you're from, hilarious. I love that. Bring that guy around more until he gets a little bit, you know, until he gets a little bit handsy. Then let's get him out of there. Hey, yeah, you're a little handsy. Hey, Ronaldo, you're a little handsy. Ronaldo? That's not an Italian name, Blair. He's from Portugal. Yeah, well, you get what I mean? Also, this is the second to last podcast ever in this place. And I'm moving to fucking Texas, baby. I'm a Texas kid. Everybody from California's moving. I'm not from here, dude. I'm from Washington. So the plates may say California. Getting those changed immediately. I don't want to deal with the hate. It's like, oh, you came from California? It's like, yeah, but California sucks too, dude. Is it better if I come from Washington straight here? Or straight there? People just want to feel attacked. People love being on the defensive end. They love being Joey Bosa. They love being like, fucking, I'll rush the passer, but only because they said I have to make money and then avoid CTE, and then I'll probably snap and drown my kids in the tub. Whatever. Okay, that's probably it. That's probably it. I think we're good. I think we did it. For not wanting to be here, like at all, I want to play Call of Duty. I want to shirk all responsibilities, and I want to just play Call of Duty. But I fucking came here and I brought the heat for you guys. I turned it up more than I usually would for you. Don't you? You feel that, right? You'd be like, Blair, you fucking really went for it. I'd be like, yeah, I did. I did that for you. Josh? Now, I haven't heard from Josh in a while, so he may... Two things might be happening. He's dead because, I mean, Josh's the kind of guy that, like, you don't know he's dead until, like, the smell creeps into the hallway, like a week and a half later. That's the way he goes. Or you find him in a creek. And it just, like, his waders got filled with water, and then he just sunk to the bottom. That's a bad way to go. Or he's just, he's living his life, and he's just not listening to the podcast anymore, which I refuse to believe. So either Josh is dead, or he is just busy. He's busy. So shout out to our guy Josh. He's been on the pod before, and we'll get Big Jake back on here eventually. I haven't seen the big guy in a while, and whenever I go a long time without seeing the big guy, I get a little bit sad. Okay, I get a little bit itchy for doing coke. That's for sure. Who wants to do blow with me? We have any cocaine coming in? Anybody have any cocaine? No? We'll find some. Not for Jake. He's an athlete. It's for me. It's like, that's what I do. When I do cocaine, I do it by myself. Well, my friends are there, but I don't let them have me. Hey, get out of here. Fucking leave. This is mine. Ha! And then I go. And they fucking back away. So, because I'm like, hey guys, you guys all have families, you have careers. I have neither. So just let me do these drugs, and you guys then we'll talk about whether or not we're going to open a gym. All right, dude, we did it. Cool. All right. That went good. It went pretty well. How we feel in the back? Went good? Fuck yeah. Guys in the back get it. We're in a room, and it's fine. Whatever. We did it. We're out of here. Eat shit. Ooh. T-shirts. Fucking got them. Worst slogan ever. I got T-shirts. Buy them. If you want T-shirts, you let me know. I got you. If you said you wanted a T-shirt, and I got one for you, and then you went fucking radio silence on me, hit fuck, dude. Hit fucked. Or just give me your money, and then I'll send it to you. Cool. Good? Love you guys. Have a good, what's today? Today's Tuesday. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Also, fuck Rudy. You know the drill. Fuck Rudy. Rudy sucks. Eat shit. Rudy Rudiger. You're the worst. So, bye. Ooh, one more thing. I'm thinking I got a good design for these next T-shirts I'm gonna do. So stay tuned. We're gonna do the care. I think I'm gonna go care less, care comma less, and they're gonna be upside down. So when you look down, it's a reminder to yourself to fucking care less, dude. Sometimes you just gotta care less. Good. All right, we did it. We're out of here. Eat shit. Love you guys. Mwah.